Trig laws, example 5. For example 5, we have a triangle. It's 19 feet, 10 feet, and 17 feet. Since we aren't given any angle measures for this one, we're going to have to use law of cosines to find our angle they are asking us to find. So then for our equation, since we're looking for this theta, which is across from the 17 feet, that 17 feet has to be on the left-hand side of our equal sign. That's going to be basically our a squared. So 17 squared will equal, and it doesn't matter which one you put in next, whether it's the 19 or the 10. I'm just going to do the 19. So 19 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 19 times 10 times cosine of our angle that we're looking for. Okay, so now we need to solve this, and for most of this it's just going to be rearranging and then letting our calculator do the work for us. So the first thing I'm going to do is some simplifying with my squares. So we're going to do a 17 squared, which would be 289 equals 19 squared, which is 361, plus 10 squared, which is 100, minus 2 times 19 times 10, which will be 380. Oops. So now we're going to need to do some combining. We can go ahead and combine the 361 and the 100. We can add those together. We cannot add the 380 in with that because the 380 is being multiplied by the cosine. So 361 plus 100 would be 461 minus 380 times cosine equals 289. Now our goal is to get that theta by itself. So first I'm going to have to subtract 161 from both sides. 289 minus 461 will equal a negative 172 equals negative 380 theta. Since our 380 is being multiplied, we're going to divide both sides by that negative 380. So negative 172 divided by negative 380 will give us a decimal, and since that's a non-terminating decimal, we're going to leave it as a fraction. I am going to go ahead and simplify my signs there. A negative over a negative will become a positive. So we will have 172 over 380 equals cosine theta. Now remember, anytime we're trying to find an angle measure, we do the inverse. So I'm going to rewrite this as theta equals the cosine inverse 172 over 380. And then type that into our calculator. So inverse cosine 172 divided by 380. Enter. We get 63.0873, and that continues on. For our theta, they ask us to round to the nearest whole number or nearest degree for our angles, so that will be 63 degrees for our angle.